Hi, y'all. Welcome back. It's Chubs Gone Wild, episode 424, recorded on December 27th, 2021. Hi, Tom.
Oh, God, stop.
How are you?
Oh, God, irritated now.
Oh, yay, I've done my job.
Well, at least I feel, I didn't record with Brian this week, so I feel like I haven't missed it.
There you go. I love when you record with, where did my trash go? Oh,
yeah, you just have to call me fat or stupid during the podcast, and we'll be all set.
Well, that's what you do to me, so it all.
Oh, do I?
Out. Yeah, it's like a cycle of violence. He does it to you, and then you do it to me.
Oh,
and then I just, cry because I'm too nice to do it to anyone else.
Yeah, right.
Anyway, no, but I will be missing your show this week because whenever I take a shower and get ready in the morning, I listen to
sick of this story. You're sharing it on Twitter and you're sharing it everywhere.
I know, because I was trying to promote you, but
yeah, that's what you keep telling everybody.
I'm like, hey, y'all, if you want to get clean, if you want to have a good time getting clean, all you have to do is listen to SwannerandJudd.com. And Brian just makes me laugh, and then you tell him to shut up, and that makes me laugh and laugh. Anyway, it's currently 52 degrees and, getting cloudy outside at Chubs Gone Wild's remote studios, where it is 6 days until New Year. Just 6.
Oh, it's not.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
No.
7, 28, 29, 30, 31.
Are you counting today?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
308 days till Halloween, 363 days until Christmas. 21 days till Martin Luther King Jr. Day, 49 until Valentine's Day, and 13 days, just 13 days until January 9th, premiere of season 2 of Call Me Cat.
Fox did a winter programming. This is what we've got coming up this winter. And they had that, and she looked fat.
Well, she's supposed to look awkward because that's the character. It's based on Miranda, and Miranda was like big floppy floopy.
She didn't look fat. I just said that to upset you.
Oh, see, because I actually saw a promo photo of the show, and I thought, wow, she lost a lot of weight. So that was, I was like, well, okay, I guess so. I'll defend her. Same way I would defend you.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, no. I would. Yes.
No, you haven't seen me naked, so I'm obviously not one of your friends.
No, I think the real friends that would know that wouldn't work. It doesn't matter. You can't see all your friends naked, right? Well, you have, but you're a whore that way. Anyway, moving on. Patreon offers a way to support creators and receive rewards not open to the general public, like special podcasts, books, videos, and more. And we want to thank our current patrons: Clinton Fine Nick, DJ Starstage from the Universe, Eric, Sean, Brother Sinatus, Phoenix Dave, and Moose P. Please visit patreon.com/MadBurleyGame and show us the love for maybe as little as $1 a day. Dang, I did it. $1 a month, not a day. We are not Sally Struthers. Well, let's find out about this.
Well, actually, we're both fat enough to be Sally.
Oh, I know.
And you do cry at the drop of a hat.
So. That is very true. That is true. And I bring my own hat most of the time. Speaking of,
I really hope that I could stop crying at all the commercials.
Nope.
Well, because I watch daytime television, and it's like they're either it's sick kids, sick dogs, dogs in the cold, battered women. I mean, it's just
yeah, it rips out your heartstrings, especially when you're sensitive to stuff like that.
Oh, but then today they just started the it's good. It's 2022. It's time for a new you. let's go to Weight Watchers. Let's go to I saw the first Marie Osmond commercial for her diet what is it, something systems,
Multi Nutrisystem.
Nutrisystems.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I have not seen the other one, Jenny Craig, yet, but all of the commercials for the we want to suck the fat out of you.
Yeah,
I saw 3 of those today, so I've been up for a while.
Yeah. Then there's the ones where they freeze the fat.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works without a vacuum.
Yeah, it's supposed to basically freeze and kill the fat cells so that they die
And
off.
where do they go?
You just absorb them.
Oh yeah, okay. I've heard that's what always keeps happening, and then I revive them.
Yeah,
I kill them, they come back.
Yeah, I think we have nanotechnology in our fat.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I am a lifetime member to Jenny Craig since my early 20s. I am a lifetime member. Okay, that's over.
Yes, that's so much good too.
Actually, I'd probably walk in there and say, "Hi, I'm a lifetime member. I joined when I was 22," and they're like, "Dear God, your size, you're still alive?" Oh, and I'll look Twinkie, because they won't hire you unless you're blonde, a size 5. I'm gonna talk like this.
Okay.
Seriously, that was my counselor.
Oh yeah.
Like this. Let's envision your happy place, walking on the sand in shorts, and people aren't laughing at you.
I told you the one Weight Watchers meeting I went to. One girl was, a bunch of people had lost weight, and they got, oh yay, and then one girl had put on like 2 pounds, and they booed her. Booed her.
Hell no.
And I was like, okay, I'm never coming back. And my friend who took me there, she goes, I swear to God, that's never happened before. And I'm like, they booed her.
Oh, that is horrible. I would love to put that in a movie, but no, that's horrible. All right. Well, what happened this day in history? I know, I'll tell you. It was 1932 when Radio City Music Hall opened for the first time.
Wow.
Right? Also, let's see, 1831, Charles Darwin set sail from England. Very important. 1968, Apollo 8 returns to Earth. 1944, FDR seized control of Montgomery Ward. And in 1904, J.M. Barrie's play Peter Pan opens in London, and for the next 100 years, bored the fuck out of people. Oh wait, no, that's just me.
No, it's not.
And Peter Pan.
Peter Pan is the worst musical. And, they could cut half of it out and it would be great.
Yeah, actually, yeah, because the whole thing. And actually, knowing that it was written in 1904 explains a lot.
It does explain a lot.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's see. Let's find out if we accidentally celebrated some holidays. Today we celebrate. Oh my God, there's so many. Dang. All right. Make Cut Out Snowflakes Day. Did not do that. National Fruitcake Day. Why the 27th? I don't know, but I do have
probably the day that you throw it out.
Probably. I actually do have a fruitcake, but it is a chocolate fruitcake that was given to me by a dear friend. Thank you. That's the same face I made. Well, actually, it wasn't, because I cloaked it very well. I'm like, oh, this is wonderful. And inside, I'm like, chocolate fruitcake. And then everybody that I say chocolate fruitcake to, they make that same face you made.
I just don't understand it.
Not that good.
That's like a chocolate carrot cake.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's the cake. It's a chocolate lemon meringue pie.
Oh,
why do you have to add chocolate to something to make it more palatable? I mean, I don't get it.
It didn't.
No, I know.
It does not taste good.
I've had chocolate fruitcake before, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, but I will not say anything about it. I will say it is the yummiest thing to his face because he was so sweet to get me that. But girl, it's not good. Also, it's Visit the Zoo Day. The zoo is not too far away from me. I could visit if I wanted, but I don't.
It's cold. It's rainy. No.
Yeah, the animals are all inside going, fuck this shit. This ain't, a couple peanuts ain't worth this. Anyway, those are the holidays for today.
What?
I know! I tricked you. Anyway.
Well, Clint's favorite neighbor said that today is drag queen, love a drag queen day.
Love a drag queen day?
Yeah, his favorite neighbor said that.
I love, yeah, I know who you mean. I do love drag queens, especially like RuPaul type drag queens. Anyway, we should move on. Today's affirmation: I have all the strength and confidence within me that I need to succeed.
Oh God, I'm asking and I'm praying. Did he send you another calendar?
Oh, he did. Yes.
Fuck.
Every year, in fact, for those watching the video stream, another whole year of Louise Hay affirmations. Tradition every year. So yeah, you're stuck with it. All right. Let's see. Today is, we've got some birthdays coming up and probably some today. Okay, today's birthdays, actually, we wish David and Stephen and you know what, we already did those guys. Here we go. Okay, happy birthday to Susan, to Gary Andrews, formerly of the Cocktails and Cream Puffs podcast.
Is that 4 words?
It is.
Okay.
And anyway, he was in a band and he was an actor and he did the New York version of the play that I wrote for Matthew Green Higgins. And he's just absolutely fucking beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful man. Anyway, moving on. Also, speaking of beautiful men, that Tim and James from the Taste Like Burning podcast, December 28th. Yes. Also, Mikey, Jacqueline, Kelly, Bear, David, Chris, Eric, DeAndre, Carlos, Paul, never mind her.
Medea?
Medea. No, that's Joey from Cocktails and Cream Puffs.
Wait, is that 4 words?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Anyway, it's his birthday, but it's Joey's birthday, but Medea is his alternate personality. Woo! Speaking of drag queens, also,
I thought it was just Tyler Perry's alternate.
I know. I love. My favorite Tyler Perry scene was when he was dressed as Medea, and there was some girl in the back that was giving him sass, and she just turned around and started beating on her. I was like, yes. And they're like, you're not supposed to beat a child. Like, no, you slap that thing. Anyway, say also to Sage, Cassie, Aspen, Todd. There's a lot of people. We got DJ Starsage from the Universe. His birthday is coming up. And also Bobby Joe Valentine, who is a singer. So happy birthday to all of you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, what we got now? In the feedback, Sean wrote in and said, Merry Christmas, Chubs. Saw a picture of Tom's Orions on Facebook. They look amazing. Yes, they did. They absolutely did.
Yeah, they were really lovely.
Yeah. And then we've got some Chub hugs. Did you want to send some out?
Well, I did want to send Chub hugs out to my basil plants. They have not made it this winter. Everything else thriving. We haven't even had a frost yet. The basil's just gone. But I have some fennel this year, fennel root, and I can see the bulbs like protruding from the soil. So I don't know what to do with them. Because it tastes like licorice.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if what I should try to make with it without gagging.
Yeah, that is a strong.
But you would not believe how big the bush is.
Yes, I would, girl.
Oh no, you can see the bush from the back door across the yard. It's so big. I know. I'm wondering, do you trim down the bush, or is the bush there for protection?
I don't know. As long as you make sure it's deloused, it's all good. Yeah. My mom was given, Lori Dean gave my mom a couple lavender plants, and one of them didn't have a drain underneath with all the rain, and lavender plants don't like tons of water, so we have to try to help it through. So, all right. Well, I want to send some were you done? What was that?
Yeah.
That was a good one. Okay, so I want to send some chug hugs out to Mr. Moose and Miss Bacon for all the holiday love, and for everybody that sent cards and wishes and everything. I just, messages, really, really appreciate it. It was really nice. All right, so let's move on to some current topics. Police arrest hateful conspiracy monger Alex Jones's wife just in time for Christmas. Now, this makes me sad because when I originally read it, I thought they arrested Alex Jones, and that makes me happy. Oh well, right. Maybe they'll get him eventually. Anyway, Jones has said the trans rights movement wants civil rights for cyborg humans and would result in people having sex with their cars. Oh dear, excuse me. No.
They had sex in a car. Does that count?
Oh, I know. And you've had sex while driving, right?
No.
I can neither confirm nor deny that. So school district bans books on gender identity and students' chosen pronouns. The administration claims the move is meant to protect students, but experts worry that some queer kids will be seriously hurt. And finally, Pope Francis sends another signal to U.S. Catholic bishops to lay off the anti-LGBTQ attacks. In 2 letters to New Ways Ministry, a group persecuted for decades for its outreach to LGBTQ Catholics, the pontiff praised its neighborly approach. Interesting. He is an odd one in a decent way, shall we say. Anyway, Tom would like to talk to you about...
Okay. Well, not a whole lot's been happening because it's been, Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've been watching a lot of paranormal shows, especially Portal to Hell and Kindred Spirits, and of course, Ghost Adventures, so I've been watching a lot of those. The Witcher this week, remember, the second episode was terrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're 4 in now, and it's better. It's better. It's a little more focused. That one was just, I don't know what was happening. But we've decided that we're not going to watch Wheel of Time at the same time because we can't remember which one's which. Because I was sure.
Or rain.
Now, have you seen both of them?
Yes, and I agreed with you.
Yeah, because I kept going. They're going, oh, these creatures that came, they looked like this, and I go, no, they were the ones with the horns and the hooves, and he goes, no, that's the other show. All right, that's it. We're only watching them one at a time. So, although I'd most rather watch Wheel of
Time.
Yeah, because You've already told me that Harvey Henry Cavill is not going to take off his shirt the
Yep.
entire
Nope.
season.
Nope.
So that's a disappointment.
There's only one guy that takes off his shirt, and it was like, oh, wow. But total waste of Henry Cavill.
Yeah. Let's see. Queen of the Universe. It was really funny. We watched Queen of the Universe, which is where they sing live. The drag queens sing live, and there's this one from England, and all of a sudden it occurred to me that we saw this drag queen performing in San Diego. And so I looked it up and I found all the pictures. Yeah, we saw her when she was in San Diego like 2 or 3 years ago. And it's like, oh, yay. And then they voted her off. So, but we were excited for a moment. We were excited. Santa Inc., which is HBO Max or HBO Max. Is that how you pronounce it? Yeah. They Santa Inc., which is Sarah Silverman and Seth Rogen. She wants to be the new Santa, but he thinks it should be somebody who's like fat and not an elf. It should be like somebody that looks kind of like him. And then we find out that Santa Inc. is way well, it's just like any other big business, corrupt, and all these horrible things are happening. So but it was very funny. We enjoyed it. But there's only 6 episodes. So we did finish it on Christmas Day because I figured watching it the day after Christmas would be kind of pointless. We're watching a show called 20-somethings in Austin. So it's basically Real World for Netflix. And it's 4 guys, 4 girls, and I'll tell you, it's a mess. Maybe the Real World was this bad, but I don't know. It's just you'd have to really watch it. The girls are whiny, the boys are oddly boring. And there's not enough skin to make it worthwhile.
Really is.
Yeah, so the only Christmas movie I watched over the Christmas weekend was White Christmas. I did watch 27 Dresses, though, on Christmas Day.
Oh.
Which is always a present to me. It's one of my favorites. I mean, seriously, of the last 20 years, it's one of my favorite movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I love it. So, but I did watch some movies. Saw Matrix. I think you did too, right?
Yes.
And it was nostalgic, I guess would be a positive thing about it. It wasn't particularly entertaining. And I thought some of the fight sequences looked really bad.
Yeah.
When Keanu and Jeffrey, the kid from Glee, are fighting, it almost looks like, okay, did they not add in the sound effects or something? Because it looks like he's just going boom boom, like, but doesn't say boom boom. And I'm like, there's no reaction. Something's not right here. So, yeah. But I'm glad HBO Max had it for free because I didn't have to go out and pay for it.
Right.
I did see Encanto.
Oh yes, yeah.
Which is the new Disney.
Encanto.
Yeah, and it's about a magical family, except for this one girl in the family who does not have any magic, and she's constantly trying to find out why she doesn't have the magic. And then, of course, through the course of the show, she finds out why. And I won't reveal what happens. I had a completely different scenario that would have been even better, but that's the writer in me. But all the music's really good. I mean, really, the music is really, really good. Well, the storyline is not as strong as I like with my Disneys, because they usually are, heartbreakers. and I wasn't torn like that, but the music, the songs were really excellent, and it was lovely to look at, just really beautiful to look at.
Yeah.
And finally, I saw Don't Look Up, which is the Leonardo DiCaprio, Meryl Streep, Jennifer Lawrence, Jonah Hill, full big cast of all stars. And the basic storyline here is that Leo and Jennifer Lawrence are astronomers.
Okay.
They find a comet that's heading directly at Earth. And so they go to Meryl Streep, who's the president, and she's going, so is this 100% guaranteed it's going to hit? Because I don't believe 100% in anything. So, and they're going, it's going to hit the Earth. We're all going to die. Okay, well, well, do we really need to take it to the public? What are you talking? Well, it's just, we've run this through some, test groups, and it's not testing well. It's like, so it's basically a big, it's a big farce on social media and politics and, the general bullshit that surrounds us. I found it really quite amusing. I thought it was funny, tragic, but very, very funny. Funny in the irony of it all. You'll probably get upset and cry, because what if this was real? Maybe it's real. Maybe they're trying to do this through a movie and saying it's real. It's not. No, it's not. But it's
is there a lot of destruction and?
Well, not till the end.
Okay. Well, then I'll just skip to the end because I like the special effects. The rest of it sounds like.
I know you'd appreciate it for the writing and the acting. It's just it's so much fun watching Kate Blanchett play a blonde excuse me, a blonde newscaster who just wants to get in Leonardo DiCaprio's pants.
Oh.
Tyler Perry's in it.
Oh, love him.
So,
and I love Meryl too.
Yeah, so it's all really a good show. But it's wow. Yeah. So and I still have so many more. I still need to meet the Ricardos. I need to see the tail of the dog, or whatever the dog thing.
Oh, good luck.
Looks so boring. But it's the top of all the lists. So I'm gonna have to watch it.
I'm gonna try to make myself watch the Andrew Garfield thing about Red.
It's wonderful.
I'm sure it is, and I'm sure I'll cry hysterically at it, but I am going to make myself watch it.
Make yourself watch it. Okay.
Well, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'm just not in the mood for a movie that I really want to pay attention to, so.
That's why you watch. You like Call Me Kat so much, because it's garbage you don't have to really pay attention to.
No, it's great because it's 25 minutes of something that I really pay attention to, and then I can play.
Now you sound like Brian. You sound like Brian. If it's short enough, I'll sit through it. If not,
exactly. But then I can replay it in the background while I'm doing other things and just enjoy the garbage of it. But
yeah.
Moving on.
How was your week?
Oh well, my week. It is downpouring out there, girl. So my
week pouring out there.
Yes, it's downpouring out there.
Oh, really? Is it raining?
Like super hard.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So Christmas was really nice. It was really sweet. We had low key. The 2 days were just very low, quiet and nice. And we had Mr. Lurie Dean over for dinner on Christmas, and we had a salad on Christmas. I mean, I've never had that before. We had so much sugar out there, it will feed an army. We've got to.
Yeah. My brother. Today, my brother said he goes, yeah, I'm really cold this morning. I woke up, had a salad, and I'm feeling kind of cold. And I'm like, I'd feel cold too if I got up and had a salad for breakfast.
Yeah,
he's a vegan.
There are. You need to get it fixed. So yeah, and so the whole roast beef thing, because the roast beef, I tried. My mom wanted a roast, and roasts in the store were like, God, this a small like 3 pound roast was $40.
Yeah.
And like, and then anything over, I mean, the biggest one was like 100, it was like $50 off and was $105. I'm like, no, 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 no. Well, then our dear friend Clint found a roast, a 3 pound roast for $20, and got it, and that was absolutely wonderful. So he saved the roast Christmas, and it came out so good. Oh my god, girl, it came out so good. But yeah, at first he was all like, I got a roast for $10. It's frozen. And he showed it to me, and I'm like, bitch, that's pork. That's oink oink. We want moo moo. So anyway, so he came over, spent Christmas Eve with us. And then on Christmas Day, we had Lori, and it was just a very beautiful, pleasant day. I gave my mother, her favorite gift was a pensive. I sent you pictures, yes?
Yes.
Yeah. So it's basically this collection that opens up like, a two-sided book or whatever, like a cabinet. And then it's got like a journal with a pensive on. It's got a wand that's a pen, which was really cool. It's the Elder Wand. And then little vials. It was her absolute favorite gift. As for me, she got me a set of rooster dishes that are they're all different colors, and they're so vibrant and wonderful. And then this huge serving bowl that is the same style with the big rooster in it, and it's got just all these.
Wait, your mother got you cock for Christmas?
Yes, because she knows how much I love it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it was just really, really nice. Let's see. I skipped almost all the big Christmas movies that I watch every year, like A Christmas Story and the Santa Claus and all the 48th Street or whatever. I mean, just all of them. I ended up just not being in the mood to watch them.
Well, that's because you had already watched every goddamn badass, boring fucking movie that Netflix put out over the last 2 months that had anything to do with Christmas.
Calm down, Brian. Your face is turning red.
No.
So I watched some wonderful films. I also watched some basically the British Christmas shows that I've collected. So I watched a lot of those instead. I did watch The Matrix. I was not. Everybody else seemed to either be totally wowed by it, or they were like, I guess nostalgically like, oh, that was nice. I really liked seeing them together again. Blah, blah. It wasn't the best. And I watched it the whole time. I nodded off twice. And aside from, liking that the cast was back and that they used pretty much all the Sense8 actors in it again, and not Thelma Hopkins, who I was so glad to see in something. I just thought, wow, what a piece of poo. And I guess I'm just being proven wrong by all these people loving it so much. And I'm glad that they love it. But for me, it just it was the story that missed the mark when they started getting into all the esoteric shit again. I'm just like, this is why the third one sucked. Just have a good time. Tell a decent story. Ugh. Anyway, and Neil Patrick Harris's character I thought was kind of a cop-out. Anyway, although I did love seeing him because he's adorable. I also watched Falcon and Winter Soldier. I have one episode to go of that. At first, I was like, who cares? But now I'm actually really into it. I love that they brought the race stuff to it with the Captain America, talking about why a black man wouldn't want to be Captain America or why they should be Captain America. And finally got some other questions resolved in there. So that was pretty cool. I did watch this season of Wheel of Time. And like you said,
Wait, this season? It's the first season. Don't make it sound like it's the new season. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kill you.
They're gonna do 8 seasons out of this sucker.
Oh,
Whatever it is this season, I thought it was good. I liked it. I was for it, but I was right that it is, a bit a kind of standard fantasy trope movie or series. And yeah, I'll still watch. It was good. Even my mom liked it. So yeah. So being Christmas time and everybody talking about Die Hard, and I haven't watched it in probably 15 years. I watched Die Hard. What a piece of poo. First off, totally not a Christmas movie to me. And second off, I did not remember, except for him being shirtless a lot of the time, it being that bad. Tom is so mad at me right now. For those of you who are not on video, Tom is so mad at me for not liking Die Hard. He left the room. He threw his hands up, he spit on the floor, and he left the room. And trust me, it's hard for him to get up out of that chair. So, moving on, I also watched Encanto, and I thought it was absolutely fucking awesome. The music was really, really good. The colors and the visual effects and all the animation, everything was excellent. The story was great. And thank you for not making me sit through this story with being another white family. I absolutely fucking loved the Latinx influence in this. It was wonderful. And it was just a really brilliantly put together little film. And I agreed with pretty much everything that Tom said, which is a stretch. The story could have been a little more. I did get misty, but I didn't have the ugly cry that a lot of the Disney films give. But I'm okay with it because it was a fun little film and I'd actually go back and watch it again. So anyway, I also got to see Spider-Man No Way Home.
Wait, were you just talking about Die Hard?
Oh, you came back.
I needed water.
I said that I thought Die Hard was pooey.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you got up and left the room and were all angry. And then I said that he had to get some juice. Drink your juice, Shelby.
No, it's just water.
Oh.
Crushed ice,
Oh, so jealous. But you don't like it though, because I'll make you chew it. Anyway, and then I said I watched Encanto and it was absolutely brilliant, but I agreed with pretty much everything you said about it.
Which is weird. We usually don't. I'm joking. That's what you said.
Yeah. Anyway, so Spider-Man No Way Home. I did get to see that in the theater yesterday.
Yeah, let's hold off the spoilers.
Yeah. Okay, so I will say this. Guess what, people? There's 3 Spider-Mans in it. Yeah, that's right. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield guest star. Guess what? I posted on Facebook that 3 Spider-Mans was fucking brilliant and had 2 idiots who I love and adore, but you're idiots, post, is this a spoiler? No, fucker. It's on the movie poster. It's been out for over a year saying that it's going to happen. If it's a spoiler, I don't know, you live on Mars. So anyway, point being, it's a really fucking awesome movie, and I'm not going to say anything else about it because I'm not going to leave any spoilers. Go see it.
So is it better than Black Widow?
Yes.
Okay, because Black Widow was the best movie you've ever seen of all times. And
okay, girl, I don't think I've ever said that. I thought it was good, but the act, yeah, it was good, but no, I don't think I ever would say.
Oh, yeah, you said it. I heard you.
No, sorry. But I won't say that Spider-Man is the best movie I've ever seen in all time, but I'll tell you it's probably in the top 5. It was that well done.
Was it better than 27 Dresses?
I haven't seen 27 Dresses.
Oh, okay.
But it's on my watch list because you keep talking about how great it is. But for me, yeah, probably. and it's rare that I'm gonna like, have freaking orgasms over a movie, but I will say that this was actually, the script was there, the effects were there, the feelings were there. It was a solid movie, and thank you for finally giving me one of these, because the last several have not hit that spot. Anyway, and then last night I started packing up Christmas, and
Packing up Christmas.
I know they need like the after Christmas songs, but I feel bad because my tree in my room is just so beautiful, and God, I love it so much. But at the same time, I'm at that point where I need my space back. I need open areas and stuff.
Did you eat all your Advent calendar?
Yes, I did. And I put my Advent calendar, actually it's not going in the Christmas boxes. It's going in the room of requirement on a display, because I don't want anything to happen to that.
Oh, I have a haunted house I'm bringing for you.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of similar to, it's not really an Advent calendar, but it's a kind of a thing that you would like, and I don't know what to do with it, so you get it.
Okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yay. I love that. And then let's see, the only last thing is I haven't watched Venom yet. Have you? The new Venom?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
Why did you get it for Christmas?
No, but it is available for like $19.99 on Vudu, I think. And
yeah,
I don't want to pay for it, but I kind of want to see it, and yet I'm a little I really want Venom to work. I really think it could be so cool, and I love, what's his name?
Well, they did say this one was better than the first one.
Then that's good, because I actually like the first one. So
yeah, I like Venom too. I think he's it's a funny character.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's from the Spider-Man universe.
Yes, and that's interesting, isn't it?
Oh, let's see. I see what's going on here.
So let's go ahead and move on to, we want to remind you to be loud, be proud, be too much, and to be you, because Fat Marker Clothing wants those of us who've been told that we are too much of something, turn those negatives into positives. And Chubs Gone Wild listeners, you get 20% off anything over on the Fat Marker Clothing site by just using the code FMWildChub, fatmarkerclothing.com. Oh, and by the way, if you go over to Chubs Gone Wild, you can find the link to join the Queer Romance Inc. email list, and you get four top books, romance books, romance books, for free, just for subscribing. You get 4 books, including mine. All these books retail for about $12. So, I mean, this is like a real deal. So I had to take a little drink of water. All right. So let's go ahead and move into advice. Oh, okay. This isn't as long as I thought. All right. I am 32 and I have been married to my husband, the love of my life and best friend, for 5 years. A little over a year ago, I was diagnosed with a terminal illness. Way to bring it up. And currently have about 6 to 8 months to live. Well, this has been very hard, but I'm starting to come to terms with the reality of my situation. My husband has been amazingly supportive of me during this time. We have no kids, and as my health has declined, he has sat with me through endless doctor's appointments, hospital stays, and sleepless nights. On bad days, he even has to help me bathe. And I know it has taken a toll on him. A few weeks ago, while using his iPad to watch a movie, an email came in, and I discovered that he's been having an affair, emotional and sexual, with a coworker for a few months now. For several days, I cried, heartbroken at the betrayal, but now I feel like my husband deserves to have someone help him and support him through this emotional time. I'm not comforted. I have not confronted him about having an affair. And were it not for the email and my subsequent snooping, I would never have known that I have not, and I would never have known as he's not been pulling away from me. Do I confront my husband and tell him that I understand that although I am hurt, I forgive him and I don't want him to feel guilty, or do I just keep quiet and let him continue? If our families find out after I'm gone, I'm worried they will think ill of him, and I don't want that either. What's your advice?
Don't say anything.
Yeah. So what I would do, because I'm a little bit more dramatic than you, I would actually write a letter to him telling him that I knew and not to feel guilty and that I was okay with everything, because afterward I would think that he would need that. So, but he couldn't, it wouldn't be read, of course, until I was gone. And then leave it at that, but not say anything. Just let it be. And then afterward, give him the don't feel guilty, it's okay thing. So that's what I would do.
Okay.
And that's what you would do. All right, well, let's do it.
No, I already told you I wouldn't do that. I'd say nothing.
I know. I'm saying we've both given our advice.
Okay.
They're pretty has to say. I am so sorry for your prognosis and so moved by your insight and compassion. If you don't have a therapist, always pushing the therapy, please consider getting one in order to have someone neutral who can help you fully work through this and everything you are facing. But you have written to me for a reaction, and mine is that you should tell your husband. Don't frame it as a confrontation, but as a conversation. I can see you taking his hand one night and telling him that it was by accident, but a few weeks ago you found an email to him from the woman he is seeing, and you tell him what you told me. That is, of course, it was painful to discover, but on further reflection, you realize dear Prudy, dear Prudy, some relief from his terrible sadness. You can assure him that he has been a rock for you. This will be a hard, tearful discussion, but it will probably be relief from a terrible guilt-ridden burden from him. As for your family, you are very thoughtful to consider that if after your death it ever comes to you with someone else in his life, he'll turn from an angel to a devil. You don't have to tell anyone else about this, but as you say your farewells to your closest to you, you can allude to it. Perhaps you can tell your family that you want them to know that life can be difficult and complicated, and that all through all of it, your husband has been everything you wanted. You can say that you're lucky that you two never had any secrets. Thank you for the example of bravery and compassion. Did she really need to rehash the entire thing anyway? Point being, I disagree.
Hey, Chubs.
Yes? What?
That's your cue.
Okay. Strawberries or blueberries?
Probably blueberries.
Really? The tasteless little balls of bluff. I like blueberries in with other fruit, but otherwise strawberries. Hey Chubs, what kind of lettuce do you like in your salad?
Well, if it wasn't so expensive, I'd do butter lettuce all the time.
Oh, I know, right?
But it's usually too pricey, so I usually end up with romaine.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I actually like baby spinach, but that's not really a lettuce, I guess. So, yeah, butter lettuce is really good. That's what we have on Christmas.
Oh,
I know. All right, hey, it's time for the trivia question. When did Spider-Man first appear?
Well, the first movie came out in
No. Spider-Man.
What?
Spider-Man is a concept, not just a movie.
Okay, well, the first movie came out in, I think it was 2000, 2001.
Mhm.
So then Andrew Garfield came out in it was like 2010, wasn't it?
Uh,
9 or 10, right around there.
yeah.
And then Toby, no,
Tom Holland.
Hardy, Tom Holland. He came out this is the third one, so that'd probably be what, 2016, 2017, right around there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or did you mean the comic?
I meant like comic, like the entire
okay.
Spider-Man.
You should have been more specific. I'd say 63.
Very, very close, girl. Makes me think almost like you're reading it, but I know you're not. I know you're not. You're just really good at this. Spider-Man first graced the pages of American comic books in August 1962, making his appearance in Amazing Fantasy number 15. So you're only a year off. It's awesome.
No, I was only 6 months or 5 months off.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. He was here before I was. Anyway, time for what's in your lunchbox. Well, Mr. Moose wrote in with a beautiful burger and a long story.
That's chicken burger.
I know. Well, here we go. Last night, Christmas Eve, the neighbors lit luminaries. Most of the neighbors went outside, cocktails in hand, and lit candles in tiny paper bags. It was really just an excuse for cocktails. One neighbor used a drone to record the festivities, and quickly it flew into a tree. The next 30 minutes were spent trying to get the damn thing down, with the most sober man climbing way too high to retrieve the dome. All in all, it was a fun evening. Who knew that burning paper bags were so pretty? This morning, we really needed food with which to sober up. Off to IHOP we went, ready for bacon and a stack of potatoes. Closed. No worries, Denny's is down the street. Closed. The sign read, "We're giving our employees a well-deserved day off to spend some time with their families." My brain was happy for them, but my stomach grumbled in protest. Next, we tried Waffle House. Down in the South, we know if the Waffle House is closed, kiss your ass goodbye because the world has done ended. Sure enough, they were open and they greeted us with a warm "Merry Christmas." We found an open booth, but somehow I didn't want a waffle. I know, a waffle. It's just sprinkled pancake, but it was too much effort to get the butter and the syrup evenly distributed over a waffle. I decided to go in the opposite direction, bought a grilled chicken sandwich with cheese, bacon, lettuce, and tomato. Of course, I got a double portion of their famous hash browns. Happy holidays, gentlemen. Love, Moose. Aw, I love that. It was a tail and a gorgeous burger. I don't care if it's chicken, I want it.
Did you hear he's already taking his stuff down too?
Well, I think he'll be taking his stuff down till at least Valentine's Day, if not Easter. So,
are you kidding? The man gets up at the crack of I think before dawn, and has more done before lunch than you and I can achieve in a month.
I know. Honestly, I swear he would be the perfect husband. I am in awe of everything. Okay, well, we have David, who wrote in and sent some beautiful pictures of their Christmas dinner. And let's see. So the first images here include green bean casserole in the crock pot, cranberries, homemade oyster gravy, or homemade, the cranberries were, oyster dressing, and homemade baked potato. Also, macaroni and cheese and corn casserole, spinach casserole, carrot souffle, 2 of them, times 2, and rice dressing. Dressing, mashed potatoes made by his husband, and gravy. Turkey plate number 1, because there were 2. Dinner rolls and cranberries over cream cheese. Wow. Also chocolate, fantastic dessert, layered pie, And I have to say this right for him. Pecan pie, right? Pecan pie. All of this food was for 13 adults and 3 children under the age of 5. There was so much food, and it almost all looks really super good. The only reason I said almost is because just the carrot, not into the carrots. Everything else, though, would be on my dish. I'd take my lactate pills and I would dig in. Tom's still drooling over the photos, so.
No, I'm reading through all the stuff, all the different stuff.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot.
Yeah, it was a chocolate cake, right?
Chocolate layered something.
It's funny because at first I thought it was
dessert layered pie.
No, it was a what's it called? It's the fruit. It's kind of an orangish red, only during the wintertime. Persimmon. I thought it was persimmon pudding with a hard sauce because that's kind of how it looked.
Oh yeah.
When my brother-in-law used to make it, and it was so good. It always makes me think of Christmas time.
My grandmother used to live on the ranch, and we had huge blackberry bushes, and my grandmother would go out and get blackberries, and then she would put them into like a little compote and then cover it with hard sauce, and but non-alcoholic hard sauce. And that was always one of my mom's favorite. I have only had it like once or twice, but my mom loved it. And I've always tried to recreate it for her and never been able to.
Yeah.
So, but that's beautiful. Thank you guys so much for sending that in. We really, really appreciate it. And wow, David, that was a lot of work y'all put into that. All right. Currently, LGBTQ people of color in America have a disproportionately high rate of new HIV infections. Golden Rule Services of Sacramento want you to know about an important tool in preventing you from contracting HIV. Pre-exposure prophylaxis, aka PrEP, is medication proven to be 99% effective in preventing HIV infection. To learn more about PrEP, call your local sexual health clinic. To find out more about Golden Rule Services, visit sacgrs.org. And when you're done doing that, you can send us an email at chubsgonewild@gmail.com. Leave us a comment at chubsgonewild.com. Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/chubsgonewild. Watch our videos of this recording over at youtube.com. Just search Chubs Gone Wild and they'll pop right up. Also, please consider becoming a patron of the show at patreon.com/MattBurlingame. Find Tom's movie and TV reviews over at swanandjudd.com. Find their podcast and iTunes or on iHeartRadio and listen to it while you're showering. Find out more about my books at justkisstheguy.com and check out my other podcast at biggysexshow.com. And give us a call at
408-69 Chubs.
Woo-hoo. And we hope that you have an absolutely joyous, wonderful new year. And we will talk to you next year.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.